Hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm an event planner for the Orange County Library System, but I am also a published author. Writing an author bio was something that I really struggled with when I started in this industry. I felt like I didn't have a lot to put into my bio, so I wanted to make this video to help you write your first or maybe your second author bio. Before you're published, you may not often need an author bio, but it is a good thing to have ready in case you are interviewed or you are asked for it. You can also put it on your website. If you watched my previous video on querying, you know that you don't have to include an extensive author bio in a query. After you have received a publishing contract, you will definitely need to write an author bio. Think of your bio as a way to connect with readers and journalists. It should represent your accomplishments and personality. Writers can be a humble bunch, so make sure to brag a little bit about your accomplishments. How long your bio should be really kind of depends on the situation. For most cases, about 100 to 200 words should work perfectly, but sometimes you may need a shorter one, such as 50 to 60 words, for when you are being introduced verbally and they don't want to take a whole lot of time with the introductions. You should have both formats ready to go. So let's start with the must-haves first. Your bio should be written in third person, of course, present tense. I see a lot of newer writers writing their bios in first person, and this isn't a good idea. Imagine someone introducing you at an event and they start reading your bio and they say something like, "I am an author of young adult novels." Even the bio on your website should be written in third person so that journalists and other people can use it without modifying it. It may feel really weird at first to write about yourself in the third person, but try to shake it off and dive right in. If you are really struggling with this, write the bio in first person first and then convert it to third person. Remember that people reading your bio may have no idea who you are, so one of the first lines in your bio should be that you are a writer and what kind of books that you write. So for example, mine says something like, "Sarah Nicholas is the author of young adult books, including Keeping Her Secret." If you don't yet have published books, you can still call yourself a writer in your bio. So those are the only real requirements of a bio, but let's talk about the different things that you can do to flesh it out. You may want to include your day job. Most writers do not write full-time, and readers often find it interesting to find out what the author fills the rest of their day with. So mine says something like, "Sarah is a recovering mechanical engineer and library event planner." If for some reason you don't want to reveal what you do for your day job, that's totally fine. It's not required. It's just a fun tidbit. Many people like to put family and location information in their bio. So you may see something like, "John lives in Connecticut with his wife and 2 children." Mine says, "Sarah lives in Orlando with a 60-pound mutt who thinks he's a chihuahua and a fluffy gray cat who thinks she's a dog." It is totally up to you how much of this information you want to put in your bio, but it is important to remember that if it is on the internet, then anyone will be able to see it. As an event planner, I do find it really valuable when authors put location information in their bio, so I can figure out if it is feasible to invite them to an event, for example, where we're focusing on Florida authors only, or if I am inviting an author to fly in, how much it might cost me to pay for their travel costs. If you live in a very small town or a specific suburb of a town, it is totally fine to generalize the location. So you could say Central Florida, for example, or I say Orlando, even though I don't technically live in the Orlando city limits. If you belong to any relevant organizations or volunteer for any, you can definitely put that in your bio. It shows that you are engaged with the community. If you belong to a lot of organizations, you may want to limit it to the top 2 or 3 because lists and bios can often make readers' eyes glaze over. Even if you primarily write long-form things, including publications in magazines and journals and websites can be helpful to your bio. I didn't have these for a very long time, so they are by no means required, of course, but now my bio says that I am a contributor for Book Riot. Again, if you have a lot of these, consider sticking to the top 2 or 3. Feel free to include fun, interesting tidbits in your bio, such as hobbies. For example, my bio says that I play volleyball, and I've been able to connect with many people over the years because of that little tidbit. If you can, infuse your bio with just a little bit of personality. As you heard earlier, my bio says that I am a recovering mechanical engineer. This gives people insight into my background, and it's also kind of a little joke that people seem to enjoy, especially engineers. However, unless you write very funny books, don't go overboard with the humor in your bio because it may set up false expectations for your writing. Finally, make sure that people have a way of finding you or contacting you if they see your bio on a third-party site. So whenever I send my bio to an organization that I'm speaking at, I include my website and Twitter info at the end of the bio. One last tip for if you are really struggling to write your bio, consider having a friend who knows you very well write the first draft of the bio for you. My friend Adam wrote my first bio, and I used that one for years. I hope this video has helped you write your first author bio, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I will get to them when I can.
Thank you for watching. To learn more about writing workshops and see more videos, visit ocls.info/writerscorner. Orange County Library System is your place to learn, grow, connect.